So today I'm talking about the place, the mental space that holds you back. You see, you may know by now that I'm creating this free course for you guys. It's my 7-day kickstart transformation. It's entirely free. It's based on sharing and helping as many people as possible. In fact, you can go ahead and sign up to the pre-release of it or the waiting list for it for when I actually launch it at www.josephclough.info/kickstart. Okay, so kickstart, all one word. But one of the subjects I'm going to go really deeply into is this one I'm going to be briefly speaking to you today. So I'm going to have more time to explain it on that video. But I wanted to share my insights around it because it's really, really important if you are struggling right now. You see, the worst possible place you can be when it comes to your emotional mental state, in terms of transforming and let going of it, is no man's land. Okay, so there's 3 places we can be. The first, most amazing place is having absolute certainty in achieving your goal. So you're absolutely certain, you may not know how to get to where you want to be or how to overcome your problem, but you'll have absolute certainty that it's going to happen. You don't know how, but you're going to make it happen. You see, anyone who's in that place will absolutely achieve their dreams. If you look at businesses or the entrepreneurs, they might not know how to get there, but they have absolutely certain in their ability to make it happen. They might be living out their parents' basement at the time, but whatever it is, they're absolutely certain they're going to get themselves out of that situation. That is a place that we should be, okay? That's a place, if you want to make a change, that's the ideal. The third one, before we get into the no man's one, so that was the first. The third one is when you have no certainty. Okay, you just know it's not going to happen. So that's a terrible place to be. And you almost feel like that's it, I'm not going to do anything. Which some people might be in this situation right now. And usually I would suggest actually working with someone and getting a coach and getting someone to help you there. But I'm going to give you a few tips of how you can let go of things anyway, like the no man's land and also the one of being absolutely certain or living in an uncertain way. The best place is to live through certainty, where you're absolutely certain. But then you got this no man's land in the middle. So we have the certainty, the uncertainty, and then this weird place, which is not cool. This weird place is not a very good place to be because you are very much stuck in just going through the emotions. You're just going through the feelings and the sensations of being held back. You're feeling the fear, the doubts, the worries, and all those types of things. And that is something which is not going to be helping you. That is something that will cause you to experience emotional pain. And that emotional pain is something that causes you to be held back. You've got this weird place of wanting it but not knowing how. You kind of feel very conflicted in who you are. Like on the one hand you want it, but the other hand you have this issue or you have this doubt. And it's almost like you don't want it enough, but you don't want, and you're okay with the experience that you're feeling. You might not like it, of course, but you're stuck in that place of just not knowing what to do and just going through the motions. That is the worst place that we can ever be because our unconscious mind is being stuck and is causing us to experience this way of being which is very unfulfilled. You're not feeling as if you're making transformations in your life. You're feeling as if there's something that you want, but you just can't do it. It's the most awkward, most horrible place to be because you have no momentum, you have no energy to really make a change. So you really need to try to move yourself into a whole new place, which will allow you to experience something very, very profound, a profound level of certainty. When you get that certainty, you know that everything's going to happen. And then that builds in your behavior. And then when you start to see the results, it gives you more belief. And then that gives you more certainty. But in this no man's land of just staying stuck, and it's It's kind of like you really want it, but there's just not enough motivation or enough drive to make it happen. Horrible place to be. In other words, you might not want it enough unconsciously. And you have to really want it unconsciously, otherwise your unconscious mind will not get it. The conscious mind is the goal setter and your unconscious mind is the goal getter. So if you're just in that no man's land, you're going to get no man's land results, which is not very cool at all. So how can you really start to develop some momentum in certainty? There's a few ways. I'm going to be very brief because I'm going to dig really deep into it on the video, the Kickstart Transformation free 7-day challenge. And one thing I would say is to figure out some things that you can do each and every day. So it could be 2-3 things that you can do any day that will allow you to experience that profound shift. So you just start to figure out, okay, what can I do today which will build certainty? Something which is not crazy big because that will overwhelm you and you'll start to doubt yourself, but these small steps which will allow you to start to build certainty. You see, for every success you have, the more you feel certain about it. So don't make them too big at first. Think, okay, well, I want to improve by just 2% today. If I improve by 2%, I will start to feel more certain. Obviously, you can increase that if you wish, but you really want to start to build that certainty by making small steps. The other thing is figure out why it's important to you. If you figure out why it's important to you, you're going to really begin to grow and at an unconscious level be attracted to it. So the more value and intensity of your desire when it becomes absolutely, say, motivated, where you just kind of feel like this is something that I want and you put more passion, where you even get obsessed by your desire to get that emotional freedom or to achieve that goal, you'll start to increase your level of certainty. So you've got to focus on the intense desire of wanting whatever you want. If it's confidence, you start to just intensify it in your mind and you imagine it, you act as if, all those things, those feelings which create that level of drive and value, that will start to move you into more certainty. So if you combine the two, the small steps and the feelings, you're going to really experience far more certainty. As I said, I'm going to dig really deep and give you ideas how to apply this, but I wanted to just give you this bit of information first so you understand, hey, this is what I'm going to be learning on the Kickstart Transformation. Because if you get certainty, that certainty will give you behaviors and actions that will feed into belief, which gives you more certainty, and that loop gets bigger and stronger in each and every time. So I'm going to dig deep into that on the Kickstart Transformation at josephclough.info/kickstart and sign up there for the waiting list. And I think you're going to really, really enjoy it. So I look forward to speaking to you soon, guys. Have a great, wonderful day. Okay? Speak to you soon.